Welcome to Embark True North. Please subscribe if you enjoy this content. Today, we are diving deep into a topic that touches the very core of our existence, the dark night of the soul. This profound experience has been discussed in various spiritual and psychological traditions, often marked by intense emotional and existential trials. But what exactly is the dark night of the soul? How can we navigate through it, and what transformations await us on the other side? Join me as we explore this intricate and transformative journey. The term dark night of the soul originally comes from a poem by the 16th century Spanish mystic, Saint John of the Cross. In his writings, he describes a profound spiritual crisis that strips away the ego, leading to a deeper union with the divine. However, this experience isn't confined to religious contexts. Many people, regardless of their spiritual or religious beliefs, encounter a similar period of intense inner turmoil and transformation. At its core, the dark night of the soul is a period of profound disorientation and despair. It's a time when the old structures of meaning in our lives collapse, leaving us in a state of existential emptiness. This can be triggered by various life events such as the loss of a loved one, a major life change, a health crisis, or even an intense spiritual awakening. During this period, the things that once brought us joy and fulfillment no longer do so, and we are left grappling with a deep sense of meaninglessness. One of the most challenging aspects of the dark night of the soul is the feeling of isolation and loneliness. Friends and family may not understand what we are going through, and we might feel disconnected from our usual support systems. This isolation can be incredibly painful, but it also serves a purpose. It forces us to turn inward, to confront the deepest parts of ourselves, and to face our shadows. In this sense, the dark night is a kind of spiritual alchemy, burning away the superficial layers of our identity to reveal the gold within. The psychological dimension of the dark night of the soul often involves facing suppressed emotions and unresolved traumas. These aspects of our psyche emerge from the shadows, demanding to be acknowledged and integrated. This can be a harrowing process, as it requires us to confront parts of ourselves that we may have been avoiding for years. Yet, it is only through this confrontation that true healing and transformation can occur. During this period, it is crucial to practice self-compassion and patience. The dark night of the soul is not a process that can be rushed. It unfolds in its own time, often requiring us to sit with our discomfort and uncertainty. Traditional spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, and journaling can be invaluable tools in navigating this journey. These practices help us to create a container for our experiences, allowing us to process and integrate them more fully. It's also important to seek support from others who have gone through similar experiences. Whether through therapy, support groups, or spiritual communities, finding people who can hold space for our pain and confusion can be incredibly healing. These connections remind us that we are not alone in our struggles and that others have walked this path before us. As we move through the dark night of the soul, we may begin to experience glimpses of light. These moments of clarity and insight can provide a sense of direction and hope, reminding us that there is a purpose to our suffering. Gradually, we start to rebuild our sense of self and our understanding of the world from a more authentic and grounded place. Emerging from the dark night of the soul, we often find ourselves transformed. Our old ways of being no longer fit, and we step into a new way of living that is more aligned with our true essence. This rebirth is not always easy, as it requires us to let go of our old identities and step into the unknown. However, it is through this process that we come into greater alignment with our true selves and our deeper purpose in life. The dark night of the soul is ultimately a journey of transformation. It strips away the illusions and false identities that we have constructed, revealing the truth of who we are at our core. This process can be incredibly painful, but it is also profoundly liberating. It allows us to move beyond the limitations of our ego and to experience a deeper sense of connection with ourselves, others, and the divine. In many ways, the dark night of the soul is a rite of passage. It is a necessary part of our spiritual and psychological development, a process that initiates us into a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world. While it can be a lonely and disorienting experience, it is also a powerful catalyst for growth and transformation. Throughout history, many great spiritual teachers and mystics have gone through their own dark nights of the soul. Figures like Saint John of the Cross, Teresa of Avila, and more recently, Eckhart Tolle, have all described similar experiences of profound inner darkness followed by a profound awakening. Their stories remind us that the dark night of the soul is a universal human experience, one that has the potential to lead us to a deeper and more authentic way of being. It's important to remember that the dark night of the soul is not a sign of failure or weakness. Rather, it is a testament to our strength and resilience. It takes immense courage to face the darkness within ourselves and to allow it to transform us. This journey requires us to surrender our old ways of being and to trust in the process of transformation, even when we cannot see the outcome. For those currently going through their own dark night of the soul, know that you are not alone. There is a vast community of individuals who have walked this path before you and who can offer support and guidance. Reach out to others, share your experiences, and know that your suffering has a purpose. It is leading you to a deeper and more authentic way of being. In the midst of the dark night, it can be difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel. However, it is important to hold on to hope and to trust in the process. This period of darkness is not permanent, and it is leading you to a greater sense of wholeness and integration. Allow yourself to be transformed by the experience, and know that you will emerge from it stronger and more resilient than before. As you move through your own dark night of the soul, remember to practice self-compassion and to be gentle with yourself. This is a time of profound inner work, and it is important to honor your process and to give yourself the space and time you need to heal. Trust in your inner wisdom, and know that you have the strength and resilience to navigate this journey. Ultimately, the dark night of the soul is a journey of awakening. It is a process that strips away the illusions and false identities that we have constructed, revealing the truth of who we are at our core. This process can be incredibly painful, but it is also profoundly liberating. It allows us to move beyond the limitations of our ego and to experience a deeper sense of connection with ourselves, others, and the divine. In conclusion, the dark night of the soul is a profound and transformative experience that can lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world. It is a journey that requires immense courage and resilience, but it is also a journey that has the potential to lead us to a greater sense of wholeness and integration. If you are currently going through your own dark night of the soul, know that you are not alone. There is a vast community of individuals who have walked this path before you and who can offer support and guidance. Reach out to others, share your experiences, and know that your suffering has a purpose. It is leading you to a deeper and more authentic way of being. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the dark night of the soul. If you found this content helpful, please subscribe to Embark True North for more insights and discussions on the journey of personal and spiritual growth. Until next time, take care and be gentle with yourself as you navigate your own journey of transformation.